All right, let's dive into this segment with some breaking inputs coming in from Telangana. This as a political row has erupted in the state over Chief Minister Revanth Reddy's reported remarks on engineering graduates. The comments have drawn sharp criticism from opposition, with BRS Working President KTR accusing the Chief Minister of insulting the state's engineering students by allegedly calling them a criminal waste. KTR has questioned Revanth Reddy's credentials to judge the engineering students, asking whether the Chief Minister has ever cleared a competitive examination or even faced a job interview. These remarks were reportedly passed during an event by Revanth Reddy, who was referring to the employment rate also of the engineering students. He said that, on one hand, you have education, on the other hand, you have skill development. And if you ask these engineering students to even write a job application, they'll not be able to do so. Let's listen in to what Revanth Reddy had to say.
Kabatti Nen Foundation. Education anedi foundation for my state. Next floors anedi skill. These two are two eyes for me. General ఏదో చెప్పేసినాం, స్కూల్కి పంపించినాం, సర్టిఫికేట్ ఇచ్చినాం. సంవత్సరానికి 1,10,000 మంది ఇంజనీరింగ్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ సర్టిఫికేట్ తీసుకొని వస్తారు. మీరు ఆ పిల్లలకి అప్లికేషన్ ఇచ్చి వాని ఉద్యోగం కోసం అప్లికేషన్ ఫిలప్ చేయమని నేను కాదు, మీరు టీచర్లకు మీకే చెప్తున్నా. మీరు వాళ్ళని పిలిచి ఇంజనీరింగ్ సర్టిఫికేట్ తీసుకొని వచ్చి మీరు చదువు చెప్తున్న ఊరిలో ఉన్న పిల్లలు పిలిపించి ప్లెయిన్ పేపర్ ఇచ్చి ఒక జాబ్ కోసం అప్లికేషన్ ఫిలప్ చేయమని.
All right, let's quickly go across to Shomit, who's been tracking that story for us, joining us on the phone line as well. So Shomit, take us through, first of all, what was the idea behind making such a scathing remark referring to engineers of the country, which many believe are the backbones to India, as criminal waste?
Revanth Reddy, while addressing the teachers, he has, made this comment, and in general, he was, trying to say this, that engineers, especially, who have been approaching him for jobs, and several engineers actually, he has also mentioned the number, stating that every year 110,000. So 110,000 engineers are passing out. And, if you just, in general, he made this statement that if you just give a plain paper to them, they'll be not able to fill that, for a job application. And
all right, many thanks to you, Shomit. I'm so sorry to interrupt you there. I'm joined in by Mr. Sridhar Reddy of the BRS, currently on the phone line with us. Mr. Reddy, what is your assessment of the statement that's been passed by the Telangana Chief Minister? In his defense, he, of course, was maintaining that education is something, and on the other hand, skill development is equally important, and that engineering graduates in the country can't even pen a job application.
He may have his own opinions of about the quality of the education that was given, or employment opportunities, the standards of the education, and everything. But, being a chief minister, he is expected to choose his words carefully. No, your intent must be different. It might be different, but, criminal waste, I didn't understand this word at all. When he was speaking about the quality of education or the standards, or whether an engineering graduate has a capacity to fill the application or not, definitely in a country where, we have huge population and we have unemployment issues, definitely this concern will approach you, being a politician or a chief minister or anyone. But entire education system, you are finding fault with it because, certain systems have failed. If you are actually making a sweeping statement that everybody is waste, it's a criminal waste on investing time or whatever you meant to say, it is not up to the stature of a chief minister. They need to be responsible. And he himself is a education minister of Telangana state. And for the past 2.5 years, he is conducting the education ministry. So what was the, corrective measures that was taken? If the engineering education or any other formal education is not up to the standards, what were the measures taken by Telangana government and his government? And he being an education minister for the past 2.5 years. Simply making a statement and making it to the headlines is not going to definitely help.
All right.
Everybody, has some concern. But the issue is that, how are you expressing it? You can't just, hurt the sentiments, hurt the...
All right, Mr. Sridhar Reddy, thank you for sharing your views with us here at Times. Now, on that note, let's also take you through what KTR from BRS has had to say. This is what Rama Rao had to say when he actually took to X. He's saying that criminal waste is what the Chief Minister says about our engineering graduates' abilities. What are his qualifications to be saying so? Did he ever write any competitive examination in his entire life? Did he ever appear for an interview for a job? Did he ever work anywhere in a professional environment? For those who don't know, he was a real estate broker turned blackmailer who hustled his way to buying the Chief Minister's post in the bankrupt Congress party. Well, those who want to take offense can also say, is he undermining the cerebral abilities of real estate brokers as well? But that's the attack that has been leveled by KTR from BRS. We are also being told that it is not just the BRS, even the BJP now, in fact, capitalizing on the entire timing of this, asking the Congress party if they are now going to ask all of these Gen Z protesters to now attack Revanth Reddy for that remark. On that